Quarterback Patrick Mahomes finally speaks about his ACL injury that cut his season short last year. For the first time since the moment that stunned the NFL, the face of the Kansas City Chiefs has opened up about the play that changed everything. The silence is over. The questions finally have answers, and what Mahomes revealed offers a rare, emotional look into the mindset of one of the league's greatest quarterbacks as he faces the toughest challenge of his career. This is not just an injury update. This is the story of how a superstar processes fear, pain, and uncertainty, and how that moment could shape the next chapter of Chiefs football. The moment everything changed Week 15. A tight game. High stakes. The Kansas City Chiefs were locked in a defensive battle with the Los Angeles Chargers when the unthinkable happened. Late in the fourth quarter, Patrick Mahomes took a hit that looked routine at first glance. No dramatic collision. No immediate panic. But as Mahomes rose from the turf, something was off. His movement was cautious. His body language shifted. Chiefs' kingdom held its breath. Mahomes had been hit countless times in his career. Ankles, toes, ribs, he had played through pain before, but this time felt different. Even before the medical staff arrived, Mahomes sensed it. I mean, obviously I knew something had happened, Mahomes later explained, but once I was able to walk a little bit, I thought I might have a chance to kind of get back into the game. That hope, however, didn't last long. Inside the medical tent as Mahomes made his way to the sideline medical tent, his mind raced. He had been there before. Usually, the process was familiar. Quick tests, reassurance, maybe some tape, and back onto the field. But this time, the tone changed quickly. Doctors ran stability tests on his knee. They asked him to move. They watched closely. And soon, they made a decision that Mahomes did not expect. You kind of go into the tent, they do the test, and they want to take you back to the locker room, Mahomes said. And so you don't know for sure and everything like that. In that moment, Mahomes still believed he could fight through it. His competitive instinct kicked in immediately. He asked the question every quarterback asks in a crisis. I asked one of the doctors if I'd get a brace and just finish the game. The answer was immediate and final. They wouldn't let me. Walking off the field, Mahomes exited the game during a 16-13 loss to the Chargers. The Chiefs' offense stalled. The stadium buzz turned uneasy. And across the NFL, fans and analysts began fearing the worst. At first, there was cautious optimism. Mahomes was walking. He didn't need help off the field. That alone gave hope. But inside the locker room, uncertainty took over. Hours later, the MRI confirmed what Chiefs fans dreaded, a torn ACL and LCL in his left knee. The season was over. Surgery and the long road back. A few weeks after the diagnosis, Mahomes underwent surgery in Dallas. The procedure was performed by Dr. Dan Cooper, a highly respected orthopedic surgeon who has worked with numerous elite athletes. The operation was successful. But the work had only just begun. The recovery timeline was set at roughly 9 months. That meant no off-season workouts, no training camp reps, no preseason snaps. Every milestone would require patience, discipline, and trust in the process. For a quarterback known for improvisation and creativity, this was unfamiliar territory. Flipping the script rather than allowing frustration to take over, Mahomes made a decision. He would turn this setback into fuel. And so now it's just been motivating, Mahomes said. Trying to push myself to, like I said, as much as they'll let me push myself to be ready for next year. Those words reveal everything about his mindset. Mahomes is not simply aiming to return. He is aiming to return better, smarter, and stronger. This approach mirrors how he handled adversity earlier in his career. Whether it was early playoff exits or playing through injury in the postseason, Mahomes has consistently responded by raising his level. The numbers tell only part of the story statistically. Mahomes' 2025 season did not resemble his MVP campaigns. Before the injury, he posted 3,587 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. He also added 422 rushing yards. Compared to quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford or rookie sensation Drake May, those numbers appear modest. But context matters. The Chiefs' offense struggled to find rhythm throughout the season. Injuries, inconsistency, and a lack of explosive plays forced Mahomes to carry the unit week after week. He extended drives with his legs. He protected the ball when needed. He adjusted to what the roster could provide, and in many ways, his performance was more impressive than the stat sheet suggests. Leadership through adversity. Perhaps the most underrated aspect of Mahomes' injury is what it revealed about his leadership. Even sidelined, he remained present. He mentored younger players, he stayed engaged in meetings, he supported his teammates publicly and privately. Inside the locker room, his message was simple. This setback does not define us. For a team built around his presence, that attitude matters. The Chiefs have grown accustomed to stability at quarterback. Mahomes' injury tested their resilience in a way they had not experienced since his arrival. Chiefs Kingdom reacts. The reaction across Kansas City was immediate and emotional. Fans flooded social media with support. Teammates voiced confidence in his return. Analysts debated what the injury meant for the Chiefs' future. Some questioned whether Mahomes would ever be the same. Others pointed to modern medicine and his age as reasons for optimism. One thing was clear: the entire league was watching. What this means for the Chiefs with Mahomes sidelined: the Chiefs were forced to reevaluate everything. Offensive philosophy, depth at quarterback, long-term roster planning. The front office now faces crucial decisions. How much protection does Mahomes need when he returns? Do they adjust the offense to limit his scrambling? How do they ensure this never happens again? These questions will shape Kansas City's offseason and beyond. A new chapter begins. Patrick Mahomes breaking his silence marks the beginning of a new phase in his career. Not a decline, but a transformation. Every great quarterback faces a defining challenge. For Mahomes, this injury could become that moment. A moment that tests his patience, resilience, and adaptability. If history tells us anything, it's that Mahomes thrives when doubted. Patrick Mahomes' ACL injury shocked the NFL, but his response may end up inspiring it. From the moment he felt something was wrong, to the surgery, to the long road back, Mahomes has embraced the challenge head dash on dot as the recovery clock ticks down. One thing is certain: the next time Patrick Mahomes steps onto the field, he will carry more than just a football. He will carry the weight of expectation, the hunger of a champion, and the determination of a player ready to flip the script.